with the games, or anything you want to like talk about with the matchup, or how you think you're doing in melee, anything like that, before we sort of look at it?
Um, well, I think all the replays I sent you were like from two players. I think like Gannon and Marth guy. They're both from the same area, and I just always get tilted and annoyed playing them.
Right.
I don't know
Okay.
why. So it's just like every time I play them, my mentality just goes to like shit
Yeah.
immediately, and it's kind of I don't know. It just always feels annoying, and I don't like feeling that way.
Hmm.
But
It's
um,
understandable.
yeah, I feel like I force too many things, and I get like I don't know, like execution tested, whatever, and then I just like die. They all like they have good punch games
Yeah.
against
Okay.
me,
Um.
stuff like that. I don't know.
So is it just like getting hit by certain things or getting reversaled or stuff like that that kind of tilts you, or is it the fact that you're
It's
messing up? Or
yeah, like getting shield grab, for example. I hate getting shield grab. I feel like I
Hmm.
shouldn't get shield grab. And like I don't know, like I don't know John, but like my controller has like hella pod,
Yeah, I saw you tweet about that
and
actually.
yeah, it's kind of annoying. And Kadano like texted me after I tweeted that, and he said he's gonna hook me up with something. So
Okay, cool. Um, yeah, so for mentality stuff, what I have been, because some of the other students have had like similar things, is I've been asking them to read the book that's pinned in, I think it's pinned in lesson discussion, called The Mental Game of Poker.
oh,
Um,
I've read the tennis one.
yeah, everybody's read the tennis one, or like most of the people that
Yeah,
have come in here and said the same thing have read the tennis one, but they've all
yeah,
found that
it's
this
the most
one.
popular one.
Yeah, they've all
Yeah.
found that this one helps like way better.
Okay.
So and it just targets like the specific types of tilt more as well. So like
Uh,
there's a whole chapter on like the sort of tilt you're talking about, which is called mistake tilt. Um,
uh,
and I think it's probably more worthwhile with our time you sort of going away and reading that rather than like me trying to explain it.
yeah, yeah. I'll have a look at it. It's like the mental game of poker, right? I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
I've heard of that one.
I've pinned it in lesson discussion, and it's the full PDF of it. So,
Oh, okay, that's
um,
cool.
and yeah, I think some of the other students have been like discussing it between them and stuff. But yeah, the rundown of it is just to give you like a brief like summary of it. Is it's just about sort of getting down the learning process for it and sort of trying to figure out exactly why you're getting tilted by something, and then sort of
Mm-hmm.
finding the cause of that. So, for example, with the shield grab thing, it could be that like you think that the opponent is like cheesing you, or like they don't deserve to be winning, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, I get those feelings all the time.
Yeah, yeah. So it just kind of targets stuff like that, and you kind of come up with ways to convince yourself, because those things are like they seem true in your head, but if you try to explain to somebody else, they're just gonna say you're Johnning or whatever, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So it's just all about like it. The book tells you strategies to like sort of um, when those things come up, like stuff you can say to yourself to like make you less tilted or to like stop it in the first place,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
stuff like
okay.
that. Um,
That seems
but yeah,
interesting.
um, specifically, it's funny you mentioned the shield grab stuff actually, because one of the things I was gonna talk about while we were watching it is you get shield grabbed a lot. um,
Yeah,
so I can see why you get tilted by it, and it's like one of the main openings again. So, and that's another thing the book talks
uh,
about is like using the stuff you get tilted by to sort of like find weaknesses in your play.
mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, what were you gonna say? Sorry.
The reason, like, if I get shield grabbed, like, let's say, like, it's just the way I get shield grabbed gets me tilted. So I'm just gonna try to explain it to you.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, it's not complicated, but it's like, if I'm going for a read and I do like a high dare, and
Yeah.
I'm just trying to read his movement, and then I get shoot, and he shields, and I get shielded. I'm like, okay, he like he didn't. I was a bad read from my end.
Yeah.
But when I get tilted, is like I'm like he's shielding. I know he's gonna shield grab, and I'm gonna do this specific sequence. So I bait the shield grab, and I'm gonna do something, and then I do the sequence, and I get grabbed anyway. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I get angry, and it's like I don't know. It's just like I want to like try to work on that, and I guess
Yeah.
the book seems like it covers that pretty well. I guess.
Yeah. I mean, when something like that comes up for me, I always just think of it like the game never lies, you know? Like, the situation
Yeah.
you planned out obviously doesn't actually avoid shield grab, regardless of, like, what you were thinking in your head.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can recall in one of the games you do, like, sort of a fade back aerial, and then you try to dash dance after it, and he, like, grabs you anyway, because Moth's grab's really big, right? And that's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that sounds like the sort of situation you're on about there. But,
Mm.
yeah, it's just about, like, you know, accepting responsibility and being like, you know, I messed up. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't their fault. They grabbed anyway, and I messed up my movement or whatever.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but yeah,
Maybe it wasn't as paced as I wanted.
yeah,
I
exactly.
might have, I might have dashed like too late
Yeah,
after it or something. Yeah, something like that.
there's always something to like pick up on.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. I think if we head into some of the games, then we can sort of pick some stuff out and talk about it from there.
Yeah.
Do you want to? I have two here. One's Dreamland and one's FD. I don't know if there's one you want to start with.
Um, the FD one is the Ganon one, right?
No, they're both Moth.
Oh, they're both Marth. I'll do the FD one, I guess.
Okay.
It's like easier to dissect nature.
If you want to look at the Ganon one as well, I'm down because Ganon especially can be pretty tilting to to play against. So.
Yeah. We might go over that one, but it's like probably less so. It's like it's less tilting playing the Ganon guy, even though the way they play is like very similar. They're like practice partners.
Right.
But
Okay.
it's like, but it's he's less tilting because I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Tilt's a very complicated topic, to say the least. So yeah. Um,
I was hoping my Discord doesn't like mess up and I can't like view or stream or something because of the weird.
yeah. I
the
think
weird
it should be
thing.
fine.
Hopefully. Lot stream.
Can you see? Oh,
It's stream paused.
oh wait.
Yeah.
There we
it's
go.
it's working.
Oops. I clicked the wrong thing. Yeah.
Okay. So it's working.
Okay. Cool.
I'm glad that's happening.
Yeah. When I was watching, actually, for like first impressions, I thought your like execution was actually pretty good, like in terms of movement and stuff. It's just like how you're using it could be like better, if that makes sense. Which is good.
Yeah.
Because like that's the boring stuff out of the way of like practicing tech skill, right? But yes. First of all, what I will say is, especially on FD, it felt like anytime you had him in the air, so like here he double jumps, right? It felt like you didn't get a lot of like mileage out of him being in the air. And this is like one of the biggest commitments like Moth can make, right? Is double jumping on FD because he's got no platforms to go to. You know, you're pretty close to him.
Yeah.
He doesn't have good hitboxes. So a lot of the time I see you try to do this like laser towards him.
I just feel like I don't know. I get like I just want to laser his landing or whatever. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I always try to do that.
So how you like space the lasers is usually pretty important. So with this one, like he can sometimes hit you coming down, or like his side B went over this here. So if you do this laser, you want to be ready to like say up tilt after it because he was like right on top of you, or jump shine is good as well. So that's one thing, but then you can also do like laser in place, and then you've kind of like got him stuck, right? Because he can't double jump after the laser, and his drift is like reset when he gets hit. So lasering from afar and then going in also makes it a lot easier to hit him falling down. And then the final thing you can do is just dash dance like around his space and then like wait for this side B and then hit him. So just a couple of things to keep in mind, because this happens a lot in this game, so you'll probably see it next time once you get like an actual hit. Would you say this is one of the shield grabs that kind of tilts you, by the way? Or
This was fine. I was just dumb because
Yeah.
I was at 0 and I shouldn't go for there. I
yeah,
was like, I went for without a hit confirm. I did a shine wave dash.
yeah, okay.
I didn't hit confirm.
I was gonna say one good thing to do in the scraps in these sorts of like you get a downer at a low percent is I usually just double shine here. Just because like they're gonna spam shield grab, right? Because they know you want to. They think you'll mess up with the shine basically. So a lot of people just spam grab. Especially if you do like West Ball's shine as well, you get like a decent follow up off of the shine, the second one.
I can do those.
Yeah, the other thing you can do if you want to be really fancy is you can hit the downer and then dash away from him, and then dash dance down at the grab, which is pretty sick as well, because you can like get a late downer from it, and then you get like a good opening, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy's punish was just really good on this stock, I remember.
I'll try to do a little fade back.
Yeah, it works later on, I think, from memory. Yeah, so this is just another one where you go for like a high down air at low percent. In general, I think it's better, especially versus, well, pretty much versus everyone, but the only time you want to do a high aerial is like if you're trying to intercept him jumping, or if you want to stuff a move coming out. And even then, at low percent, a lot of the time you don't even get much if it does hit anyway. So like here, right, he just rolls out the way. So I think at low percent, what it can be good to do is do like a jump shine, or run up grabs, or like if you want to throw something out early. And if not, try and stick to like late aerials, right? Especially because you're quite close to him. So if you tried to like dash back, then you're gonna hit him with a really juicy aerial. But yeah, I think that downer is really good. Like once they're past like 30 or so, because then actually like combo's better, right?
Yeah, or like pops them up or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but that percentage just doesn't give me anything, so I shouldn't go for it.
Yeah, like I say, if you want to hit him quickly at low percent, I think dash, jump, shine, or grab are the two go-to options.
Okay.
You can even do like short hop towards him and then shine as well. But yeah, and this is just a weird grab again. I think he was spaced really well to be able to just like dash back after the aerial and then get like a dash dance downer.
Oh yeah, there, like that, instead of like jabbing.
Yeah, jab, like even at high percent, jab's kind of risky because they could hold down and grab you, but it can be decent at higher percents. But yeah, if I get like a sense that a guy like really likes to like grab a lot when I'm close to him, I usually tend to do a lot more like timing mix-ups, like wait one beat and then go in, or I'll sort of space attacks better so that I can like hit his arm when he like reaches out to grab. Or I'll try and like get really deep on their shield and then do like double shine or shine grab, stuff like that. I feel like you're in like that middle zone a lot where you're kind of doing neither and then you just end up getting grabbed, right? Yeah, sorry, my Discord's been doing this all day. Where it like
this crashes or
yeah, it just like drops for a few seconds and then comes back. It was doing it in my lesson earlier as well.
No, weird. That's cool.
Yeah. Sorry, my thing isn't okay. There we go. My thing like wasn't recording properly. Yeah, so we saw this, and then you get grabbed. Yeah, I like your defense. The shines out of these was really good as well. Out of the chain grabs.
Yeah, I was trying to slip the eye a bit because he doesn't do the pivot grab.
Yeah, no, that's really good to do. I like that. So yes, this is another one of those situations, right, where you get him in the air and he double jumps. Like that should
I
probably
try
be
to
it.
I try to laser him again. I always do this laser, that one.
Yeah, I think that laser was good. It was just what you did after it. So you went for shine. Um,
Mm.
and so at that range, you can nair after the laser, and it true combos. And that's really good here because like Moth doesn't have a double jump, and Moth's quite floaty, and he's at 50. So if you nair him out of the air here, that's like an amazing combo for you, right? And yeah, nair's like quite big as well, and it's quite fast. So anytime you can get a laser at like quite close to Moth, nairing's like nearly always the best choice off of it. So yeah, that's just something to keep in mind as well. Every other part of that combo I think was really good. Like the laser and then the dash dance, laser and coming down. But yeah, so try and practice doing like laser into a rip. Yeah, sorry. Try to practice doing like lasers into immediate nairs to get good at this like combo. I need to restream. Cool. Yeah, so another thing to pay attention to as well, when he does do this jump as well, is how high you're shooting your lasers, right?
Wait, give me a second. My video is not.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I'll just stop it. Re-watch. It just keeps loading.
Yeah, it took a while for the Rich P as well when I did his lesson as well. I think my Discord's just being buggy today. I could try stop streaming and then
Yeah, you can try to do that, I guess.
Yeah. What if I could just share my screen instead, see if that's better.
No, it works now.
Works now? Okay, cool. Yeah, so I was just saying, so you got him in the air here, and then you want to be shooting high lasers, right? Because you want him to fall onto them, whereas you shoot one that's quite, like, low.
So I shoot high ones to cover myself, like...
Yeah, like the one you did earlier, right, where you jumped under him with the laser and it was quite high. I don't think it would have made a difference in this spot, but in general, like, if your opponent's in the air, you want to be shooting high. Just to catch them falling. I also feel like you're having a bit of trouble like converting off of some of these hits at the higher percents. So for example, I think you got a down air around here somewhere. Like this one, and you didn't follow up off of it, and then there was another one later on. So when
like I should have back attack there or something.
Yeah, so this one you could have done like turnaround up tilt, for example, or nair, or jump shine. But yeah, so when you first of all, how much would you say you like practice like on your own, if at all?
I want to say not much.
Not much. Okay.
I used to practice a lot, but then I stopped for a while.
One thing I will say is a lot of people only practice combos from like really specific situations. Like they'll only practice shining Moth at 0 and then comboing off of that and stuff like that. Or like people will always just do like practice down air shine pillaring Fox or something like that, for example. And what happens is people end up becoming really good at doing those like punishes at 0 or whatever. But then when they get a hit like you did here, where you got a shine down air at 60, they like don't know what to do off of it. So it's really important to practice your combos at like all different percents. So what I would do whenever you if you want to improve your punish game is you want to be looking at your VODs and seeing like when you dropped hits like this, and then sort of translate them into your practice routine using Uncle Punch or 20XX. So for example, for this one, I would set up a Uncle Punch bot at 50 and set them to random DI and down air them in place, and then practicing just like reacting to the DI and then following up off of it. Just because they're like really big openings, and it's hard to get openings on Moth, right? Especially on FD. So you need to be making the most out of it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I just say that because there was another one here, I think, as well, where it looked like you weren't too sure of how to punish. I really like the wave dash away you did, actually. Sort of created space, but then you just like dashed in a bit too preemptively.
Yeah.
Yeah, so something that can be good there is doing like a backflip and then back airing Moth.
Oh yeah, because it like moves my hurt box. Like,
yeah, and
yeah,
specifically because Moth's moving forward with his nest. So you see how his head like moves into you.
Yeah, and it's like diagonally down. If I backflip, I kind of just
exactly. The hitboxes just like match up really well, and it's just a really easy way to whiff punish this.
Yeah, it makes sense. Should try to do that.
Yeah, double lasers. I did see you ledge dash in one of the other videos, so I won't hop on it too much. But yeah, just got to be really careful on the ledge. Most Moths kind of just default to covering double lasers at the moment, so just doing stuff like ledge dash nair and ledge dash roll is just pretty like off meta.
Yeah.
Okay, there's another good sequence to look at. This is good execution on the nair, actually. But yeah, so you get him above you, and then you look for back air here. Which I thought was a bit weird, because he's on FD, right? So it's really hard for him to land. So I would be thinking up air here. Because you want to keep him high up. Does that make sense?
So I can get more hits, I guess.
Yeah, so you up air him, and then he's kind of like where my cursor is now afterward, and then you can transition to that like juggle stuff we were talking about, right? Where you know, you can laser him coming down, or you can dash dance and then whiff punish him throwing out an aerial. And it just gives you a lot more mileage compared to even if this double jump back air hit, he would end up around where my cursor is, and you'd be here, and then you sort of just both fall to the ground and reset to neutral.
Yeah.
So always look to put Moth like above you ideally, and if not, like above and in front of you. Yeah, so there's another one where you did like a high downer, and it looks like you either drifted wrong with it or something happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I did there, to be honest.
Yeah, so again, just be really careful with your like high aerials at low percent. But it sounds like you know that, so just try and focus on it a bit more. It looks like you knew he was going to wave dash away here.
I was reading a roll. Actually,
okay. Yeah, so what I like to do to cover both wave dash and roll with like a down air drifting towards him, like a high down air, and it'll hit the roll with the late part, and it'll just hit him with the strong part if he tries to wave dash away. So you kind of do the cross aerial you did, but then you do like a dash back rising down air, and it just sets up a really good combo, especially at 43. So yeah, just something to keep in mind instead of running, because like you don't get as big a like follow up. But yeah, it looks like you had a good read, which is nice to see. Yeah, so there's another one where you had him in the air, and you played it a bit better this time, I think, where you like spaced around the forward air. Yeah, this is a lot better. So you just sort of have him in the air, and then you laser him coming down. But then, yeah, see how you go for like another downer off of it? And I feel like you want to maybe nair off of this, or forward air, or like peek back air or something, instead of like hitting him into the ground again. I just always think that like, if you can try and look for a true combo instead of a tech chase, like the tech chase should be like the last resort in my mind, I think. I don't know if
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
agree.
That definitely that makes sense.
Yeah.
I can just go for a hit and then go for a text chase.
Yeah.
If I have a hit, I should get a hit,
Yeah, exactly. Uh, yeah, this is another one of those high down airs. Um,
right?
I think in general, if you just replace a lot of these down airs with like late down airs or late nairs, um,
Uh,
I think it would be pretty. It would work really well, especially versus this guy who's doing a lot of shielding. Um,
yeah,
if the moth was doing a lots of like take laser and then forward smash or jabs or stuff like that, then I think these down airs are really good. But there's someone that just sort of shields a lot and looks for grabs and stuff like that. I think doing lots more late aerials and lasers is really good.
yeah.
Um,
Uh,
y-
uh,
I was gonna say you'll notice if you compare how Mango plays versus Mewtwo and versus how he plays versus Zane, he does a lot more of these high downers versus Mewtwo because he's Mewtwo just willing to like throw out lots of attacks, whereas Zane's more about like the take laser dash back and all that stuff and
yeah.
a power shield grab and all that. So Mango does more like late aerials, low lasers, stuff like that versus him. Um,
Mm,
so yeah, you want to kind of adjust it to what style of moth you're playing, and I think this guy definitely do more like late aerials. Um,
yeah, it makes sense.
what did you get grabbed on this one?
Like I don't know why. Like in my head, I feel like I want to do early aerials and then drift away and
Yeah,
then punish him. But it's like if it's just like it backfires. Like that I was planning to avoid his shield grab.
yeah,
In my head, I felt like I'm trying to avoid his shield grab, but I just did it poorly. Probably.
yeah. So I think it's especially hard versus moth because his grab is really big, right? It's a lot easier versus say Fox or Falcon.
Yeah.
So one thing you could have done here, if you did want to do that, is you could have not fast felled the down air, and that might have put you out of range.
Oh yeah, like just drift further away.
Yeah, because you drift in here and then you fast fall and then you're just in his range. But if you just didn't fast fall and held away after, it might have put you out of range. I'm not sure, but just something to keep in mind. And then also like how you do the initial, like where your initial jump is spaced as well affects like how easy it is to drift out of the way. So here you jumped from like quite far away, so you needed to drift in a lot first. So then you don't you don't have as much momentum to drift back with after. Whereas if you're like super close to him and then you do the drift in, drift back, it's a lot more effective.
Yeah. I feel like what I want to do is to like I don't know what you guys call it. Like it's an analog jump.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean.
And like jump, try to jump backwards but drift forwards, so it's like a slow drift, and then that way I can just like I don't know, like influence my drift better because I didn't jump forward like with a strong jump forward.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
Like a small jump. Yeah, I'm trying to do a small jump, but I just like that was the idea, I guess, but it's like maybe I just shouldn't do this. I'll just do late aerials.
Yeah, it does seem like a very like long-winded way of beating a very simple option, right? And especially if your execution on it isn't perfect all the time, then I feel like it can backfire a lot. But yeah, that was just something to keep in mind. Is sometimes there's spots where you can get a good drift and get away, and there's some spots where you can't. And I think this was one where it was pretty difficult to.
Yeah. For sure.
And then there's another downer here where you didn't really convert too well of it. So I think downer conversion is definitely a big thing to focus on. So like for this one, you could have done forward air probably, or try and send them off with forward smash or back air.
Reverse back air probably is something.
Yeah. Do you do your back airs with A, or did you do this one with A?
No, on the right side I do with the C stick, but if I'm facing left, I do with A.
Okay, because it looks like you did it with A here, because you like sort of drifted back, and then drifted in.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm in my head. If I'm facing right, I'm always gonna use the C stick. But I don't know. Maybe I didn't.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I was just interested. But yeah, I think the weak back can be decent there. You just need to execute it a bit better. Yeah, this is important to look at as well. So like, anytime you're in a tech animation, you want to really be watching your opponent and seeing what they're doing, because he whiffed forward smash here, right? While you're still in your tech roll, so there's no reason to roll in now, right? Because he was whiffing.
Yeah.
So if you'd have just stood in place, then you could have, dash dance or maybe lasered. But now you're in like a worse position because you sort of... It was almost as if you made the decision to roll like as soon as you got hit, instead of leaving it until the last possible moment.
I should have like just looked at him or reacted better or something.
Yeah, so you want to make your decision at the end of your tech roll, not at the start, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like that should have just been you getting out of the combo for free, right? But instead you died for it.
Yeah.
It's just a small thing, and it's quite important. This is a classic. I actually talked about this in one of the other lessons. Moths love to like dash under you between stocks. So a lot of the time it can be good to just do like down air in place to try and read them dashing through you. So you see how he just like ducks under your laser there?
Yeah. He likes doing that. He likes doing that even when if I'm just like spamming lasers. He just wants to run. He just does a full dash and then shield a lot.
Yeah. This is another one of those.
Lower lasers or something.
Yeah, low lasers is good, but this one he just like dashed through before the laser even came out because you did like an approaching one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's just another one of those down airs.
I promise I was planning to space this one.
But yeah, again, I think the fast fall made the difference.
Yeah, probably.
Also, you could just jump in place and then... It looks like you're jumping forward slightly. If you just jump in place like without touching the stick and then drift back, it gives you a lot more drift as well.
Yeah, like shield stop maybe?
Yeah, that can be good too. Nice. Yeah, that was another one where I felt... Yeah.
Yeah, that was another one I was trying to bait... I was trying to F-smash him. I was just, bait the crab.
Yeah, but I was going to say, this is another one... where he was like in the air and you could have done the back air we talked about.
Yeah.
Or you could have shot him, like if you'd have been a bit further away, you could have shot him landing and then you can do the laser nair we talked about as well.
Yeah. Laser true combo nair.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like this one I can do like frame forward, which is nice.
Yeah, slippy things.
I think he dashed in. Yeah.
I walked, and then I dashed in. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw a jump squat animation. Right? But yeah, this is important because it's like important to figure out like why you're getting grabbed in these spots because you knew the grab was coming, so like there's no reason to get hit. But yeah, so right here you do dash and then you jump because you can see his arm bending down, right?
Yeah. I don't even know why I did that. I was definitely like the plan here is to definitely just force, man. There's nothing else what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, so I think what you might try to do is like get out of his range and then try to do dash jump aerial towards him.
Maybe.
But again, you're at that spacing where like he's just gonna grab you before you get the aerial out.
Yeah.
So this is one where again like forward smash like you say, or you could do like a back air in place and that can hit the grab. But yeah, he's got like 4 or 5 grabs now from just like little execution flips. So it's just something to really pay attention to and like try and fix. This is another one where I'd be looking for up air probably, like short hop up air or wave dash under him and then try to up tilt can be good as well.
Oh yeah, I can up tilt the forward air because it starts.
Yeah, especially if you get right under him, and the wave dash allows you to sort of place yourself well for that. Nice laser. Yeah, so I think once you... Again, we talked about this at the start, but once you land under him here, you could also do, like, dash to the left and then dash right and jump and aerial him. Because he was, like, whiffing the snare coming down, right? Yeah, another aerial. So yeah, again, just, like, always try and late aerial into the corner. Or at least do, like, a mid-height nair that, like, is safe on shield.
Like a Sammy nair thing?
Yeah. Yeah, this is another one where you rolled and like weren't watching properly. So you should have seen him forward smash and then known you could shine him.
Yeah, I shielded.
Yeah, and then just flubbed execution again. Nice tech. That's hard.
Yeah, I was trying to fast fall after the.
Yeah. Okay, let's watch the other one. Yeah, it feels like you. It does feel like you get a lot of openings. It's just you're getting reversaled a lot. So fixing those shield grab things and fixing those like juggle situations, I think will like sway how the matches are going a lot. Can you still see the screen, by the way?
Yeah, I can see the screen. I'm just like trying to write a little bit of notes.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I do notes for everyone like after lessons as well, but feel free to like take your own as well.
Okay, if you're doing it, then that's cool, I guess. Yeah. We can keep going with the.
Okay. Yeah, I consider doing more like shine grabs for pressure as well, like on shield. Just because it's like a really easy way to beat the like shield grab, and like it's a good opening at 0 as well. Whereas like the high downers aren't that great at 0.
What am I supposed to do if I get a grab? I feel like I'm bad at grab follow.
Okay.
I feel discouraged from grabbing because I just don't get much.
Yeah, that's understandable. So, if you're in the center, up throw is pretty much always your choice. And then from there, it depends on how good the moth is at DIing it. If they're bad at DIing it, then you can kind of do whatever you want. You know, up throw shine, up throw back air, up throw up air. And if they're good at DIing it, then a lot of the time I just try to like shock them from underneath. Like I do the up throw and then I'll try and wave dash under them and then play from there. You know, look for those up airs we were talking about. Maybe they go to the platform and then I get under the platform and I can, you know, do like jump shine or up airs, stuff like that. Or if it's on FD, what you can do is sort of up throw them and wait for them to jump, and then you can like laser them coming down and look for those nairs we were talking about, and you can get some combos started that way.
What if they like try to like they like to aerial quickly?
Yeah, so I would put that under like them DIing well, right? Because I'm guessing you try to go up there and hit them and they aerial you out of your move.
Yeah.
Is that what's happening? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you can just
kind of get swatted out.
Yeah, so you can just up throw and then sort of dash dance and space around that, or like I say, if you wave dash a lot of the time, you can get under them and then up tilt them out of their like forward air, like you were saying, right? Because you get under it. And then when if they're by the corner, then you can forward throw and you can do some cool stuff with forward throw as well. There's actually a video on my Patreon of some like forward throw setups to get like early % kills off of it. And it mainly just revolves around a 50-50 between reading them going to ledge with like run off shine or run off double jump down air, and reading them like aerialing at you and sort of doing some CC stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I definitely watch that. And yeah, I think in some of the other Moth lessons I've done as well, I've talked a bit about like juggling Moth and what to do when he's on the platforms, which I think will help a lot as well, because that's the situation that comes up a lot when you up throw, is they end up on the platform.
And like the up airs he's doing on the platform, I can slide them off, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say just quickly off of this laser as well, it can be good to do like walk and then shine. I don't know if you've seen Mango do that.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it. Laser walk, shine grab, and laser walk.
Yeah, and that would set up really well for your like drift back aerials to bait out the shield grab as well. But yeah, just something to keep in mind. If you You should be seeing the laser and seeing where they are, and think like I'm just going to be slightly out of range, so I need to walk shine to sort of get close enough. You can't react with it. It's sort of like a guess that you're not going to be close enough. Yeah. So I don't think this one was a bit of a weird up air. Wait, let me watch it properly. Yeah, so first of all, on the up tilt, you can hold down and tech it, like both sticks down and then tech, and then you should be able to get your shield up before they can do anything else. So that's one thing. And then on the up air, so you tech roll, which is good. So you get to the edge, and then you just want to hold down on the C stick, and then down and to the left on the, or full left on the control stick. And then after that, he's drifting away, so you can either try and play a bit aggressive and do like fast fall and then try and hit him, or you can even laser if you're sick, or you can play it kind of safe and just double jump after this and go to the top platform because he can't hit you.
I see like Professor Pro doing that.
So that's definitely something to practice as well. I think the newest Uncle Punch has a slide off event. I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know which one I have. I have the 2.0 beta.
Yeah, I think that's the newest one. I think there should be one on there. If not, you can set up like a Moth 20XX bot to do this as well.
Yeah,
but it's a bit harder. Damn, that was a weird stock. Okay. Yeah, you're just getting hit in a lot of weird ways. This guy's also so one situation I like to talk about a lot is like wake up scenarios. So like here, right, you've just got out of a tech and they can like move before you, right? So one thing you should always be thinking about is like how your opponent likes to play these situations. Like do they like to press their advantage and try and hit you because they can move faster, or do they try and like wait you out and wait for you to do something desperate and then hit you? So like a classic example is like you get up and then you spot dodge and Moth like dash dances and then grabs you, right?
Yeah,
like
that happens a lot.
Yeah, so so in that situation he'd be like more of a patient player in that position, right? So so the answer to that a lot of the time is just to like use that extra time they're giving you to sort of move away, either by dashing or full hopping, or you can even just go over and hit them as well. Like you could just go over there and down air or laser.
I got the idea like from like sometimes I try to buffer a roll and I do an F smash on accident.
Yeah.
And then it hits anybody that's waiting.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's why that's happening. And the other side of the coin is if they're playing like this guy, where he's playing really aggressive when he's got you in a wake up scenario. See how he just like hits you immediately. So that's when doing stuff like the spot dodge, shielding. If you'd have had a little bit more time, this attack would have worked as well. But you see how again, like you try to move and he just like sort of rushes you down.
Yeah.
He just does like wave dash grab, I think. So yeah, you always want to be keeping that in mind. So versus this guy, I think spot dodge shining, or like going over and or like rolling, can be good. Basically, if they're trying to like press on you and attack as soon as possible, then you need to do something really quick, like shine, spot dodge, roll, right? Whereas if they're waiting, then they're giving you more time, so you've got more options. You can do like dash away, full hop, or go over and hit them, right? So yeah, that's just something to think about. It's especially prevalent with characters like Captain Falcon, where they'll miss a lot of their tech chases, and then the situation after is actually like just as important as like guessing right on the tech roll or whatever. But a lot of people like have very bad habits on wake up, like spot dodging is a classic one. Some people like roll every time or shine every time.
Yeah.
So paying attention to that and like sort of adapting to how your opponent likes to play it is really important. Um,
The guy is the Marth is like he likes to swing a lot and
yeah,
drift away, and especially when I'm on platform, and it feels difficult to counter. Like I can't counter hit a lot of the time. Like if I'm, let's say I'm sitting on a platform, and he just does a drift away bear, and then he just sits outside like my counter attack range from the
yeah,
platform, and it's like I guess this is an example, but it's like you see how I like he did the up air and then he just drifts away. He
yeah,
always does that. I'm not sure like what I'm like supposed to do. I
yeah,
guess like see this up air and then he goes away and then he always does like he hits and then he just like kind of stays back. I guess
yeah. I get
it's
me.
hard to counter hit. Is what I'm trying to say.
Is it like this sort of thing you're doing where you did this forward air here as well, or like that one?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
like that. Yeah,
Okay.
I find it difficult to just like uh hit him when he's like doing that.
Yeah.
And like and I was like maybe I shouldn't hit him, but I don't know like what I'm
Yeah.
supposed to do.
Okay. So it definitely depends exactly on the drift and how they're spaced. Um.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, one thing like puff players are really good at, right, is they space the bear and then you try to hit them, but you're like out of range, and
Yeah,
then they just bear you for trying to hit them. So
yeah,
sometimes, even if someone hits you or hits your shield and they're in lag, you don't actually have time to hit them. So the next best thing to do is sort of reposition to a better spot. Say for
mm-hmm.
example on this one, instead of trying to hit him, which gets you hit, you could do like full hop and then go to the top platform, or you could shield drop through and then, get on the ground. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so that's one thing. But then some of these he's doing aren't that well spaced. So for example, this one he did, you could have actually just stayed in shield longer and then let him hit the shield and then do shield drop back air or shine.
Mm-hmm.
Um, And then another thing you can also do is like throw out attacks preemptively. So, for example, instead of shielding here, you could have thrown out like a down air in place, and then that would have hit him trying to rise up to hit you.
Yeah,
It's less effective versus Moth just because he's got the disjoints with his sword, right? But
yeah,
if he isn't in the right position for it, like here, for example, you can see his head is sticking up through the platform, so you could have
yeah,
hit
yeah.
him.
Could have probably just hit him with a downer.
Yeah. A lot of the time with the top platforms one as well. Let's see if I can skip to that. Like he has to make quite a big commitment to go up and hit you, right? He had to do short, full hop and then double jump.
Yeah,
So a lot of the time, if you know he's going to do that, you can actually just avoid him by like jumping off and then fast falling to the ground, and you actually end up below him, and then you're in a good position to do some of the sharking stuff we were talking about. Um,
yeah.
so
That makes sense.
sometimes, yeah, so sometimes it's like you're not hitting him immediately, but you're putting him into a really bad position, so then you get the hit eventually,
That's like repositioning. You're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because I've tried it before where I tried to like play this mix up of like coming down and hitting him before he goes up to hit me, but then you open yourself up to like him dash dancing on the floor and grabbing you, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, one way to get around that is to do what I said and like, you know, sort of anticipate when he's going to move up and you go down, and then if he does go up, great, you can sort of shark him, and if he doesn't, then you're back to neutral, right?
mm,
So that can be a really good thing to do. And then yeah, this. So yeah, that was a lot of just like you trying to hit him, but then you weren't in a spot too, so then he gets like little tick damage on you, sort of thing. Um, did you mean to land on the ground here, or did you mean to land on the platform?
no, I meant to land on the ground probably.
Okay.
Or yeah, I'm pretty sure I meant to land on the ground.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
gotta take it after
Because
that.
I was just gonna say it seemed like relatively clear to me that he was gonna land on the platform, so you wanted to like adjust your drift so that you'd land on the platform.
Is it better
Um,
to just land on the platform? Because I'm just not sure. But what I want to do is down there, fast fall, and then jump shine wherever he goes on the platform or something. Or is it?
Okay. So you don't have time to cover tech in place if you do that, which is what happens here. If he tech rolls, then you have time. But yeah, that's why he managed to get his shield up. So I would have just gone to the platform here instead. And the only way this doesn't end up in a combo is if he DIs, like smash DIs in and ends up on the ground, which this would cover. But I think it's more likely that he's going to land on the platform here.
Yeah, and that could have probably just up tilted his tech in place.
Yeah.
That is landed with him.
Yeah. So this is important here. So you mess up the shine combo, and then you try to look for the down air anyway. So you should be thinking, as soon as you mess up this shine, Moth's quite tricky to combo, so as soon as you don't get this, you should be thinking, I need to juggle him instead of combo him, because I've messed up my execution right. It's not like Fox or Falcon where you can sort of mess up and still get the combo anyway. He's too floaty for that. So whenever this happens, what you generally want to do is turn your back, and then you could sort of threaten back air, because you want to push him off the stage, right?
Yeah.
And the back air hitbox matches up really well with his fair coming down, because the fair like arcs from above, right? So yeah, turning your back just makes it easier to hit him, and then you want to always try and like create like this invisible line between like him and the center, and you want to be like stopping him from drifting to the center, right? Whereas here you look for the down air and then he sort of jumps over you. So you want to always imagine a line, and you don't want him to be able to cross that line of like, you should always be the one like closer to center than him. Because then he either has to drift into you and then eat the back air, or he has to drift away but then he's in the corner, right?
Yeah.
Whereas now you're the one that's sort of in the corner. And he gets to center. Another high downer. But we talked about that. Just try and replace it with like late aerials or late lasers versus this guy.
Well, I'll keep that in mind. Let's do way more late aerials.
Yeah. The thing is with the down air catching the movement as well is a lot of the time the laser or the late aerial catches his dash anyway. Because they hit quite low, right? If you do like a late aerial. Or if you do a low laser. So again, the down air is only there for like covering if he tries to do like take laser forward smash or something like that, which he hasn't really shown.
Yeah, he never does that.
Yeah. Nice shield drop. Okay. I like the first part of the edge guard. Refresh. And then yeah, here you just want to do like a ledge hop aerial.
Yeah, either like double dip or just back air the next smash.
Yeah, exactly. That's the flow chart, right? But yeah, you like rolled up. I don't know if it's like you messed up or something, but
I'm not sure. I might have just thought he's dead. I don't even know.
Okay. You can pretty much always wait for him to up B and then do the double jump. Instead of like you look like you acted like as he was up Bing. You can usually just wait for him to do the up B and then see whether he makes it on stage or not, and then do the double jump, back air or down air.
I just want to ask something about the when Marth is up Bing. I know like a lot of Falcos like to do this jump where you let go of the double jump and then you avoid the Marth up B and then you kind of just steal the ledge. Like Mango does that a lot, I think.
The one where you double jump back and then
you double jump back. You wait for the up B and then you regrab before the Marth regrabs it.
Yeah.
I just want to know how that works, and because I only look at it, like I watch people do it, and then I don't think I've ever practiced it.
I think it's pretty risky, honestly, because it's a lot better with Fox just because of how their double jumps. Like their hurt boxes go when they double jump, so it's a lot harder to do with Falco, and it also depends on like how they do the up B as well. If they do the one where like they're doing it deep into the stage and they're moving more horizontally with it, then it's better. But if they do this one where it's like quite shallow and they go quite high up, it can clip you a lot of the time and then you can end up dying.
That makes sense.
So I think a better edge guard to go for a lot of the time is to do like a regular get up, and then you can regular get up and backflip around his up B, which is a lot more consistent with Falco because his backflip's a lot better than Fox's. I don't know if you've seen Mango do that or other Falcos.
I'm not sure, but yeah, that makes sense though.
Yeah,
I've seen Mango do the just double jump from ledge, and then he free grabs.
Yeah.
Like, and he just steals ledge, but.
Yeah, so it's basically the same idea, but instead of the double jump at that timing, you do a regular get up, and then you can either down smash or backflip or Moth Killer 2 if you if you're KGH.
Yeah. KGH.
But yeah. So this is another one that should be like a nair, right? Because you want to send him off stage instead of double dip him.
Yeah, should have probably just nair.
Yeah. And then it looked like you sort of messed up grabbing the ledge here. So that's another really important thing to solo practice, is just like being able to get to the ledge from any sort of situation. What happened here was you did your wave dash too early into the turnaround animation. So you see how you didn't go fully into turnaround, and then you end up going the other way. And then that makes you drop the edge guard, right?
Yeah.
So just getting really consistent at that so that you don't drop these is important. Like, it seems pretty trivial, but it's, you know, it's the difference between a kill and not, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it sounds like from what you said you don't solo practice a lot anymore, right?
Yeah, I don't do it much these days.
Yeah, so I think getting like a routine together is going to be pretty important. And I think we've picked up on a few things you can do so far, like converting off of the down airs, that ledge grab thing. And I'm sure we can find a few others.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice, you did it there. That's perfect. That's exactly what I was on about. You laser nair him here. Yeah, and then you get shine, and then down air shine. Big combo. Yeah, like you got 80 off, you got a kill off of that off of that laser nair. So that's why it's such a powerful position being under him, right? Is because you get all this big damage. And it's hard to find openings at 0 because of the down air don't work very well. And stuff like that. Yeah, this is all great.
Do you have time to look at the Ganon FD thing?
Yeah, sure. I'm down. Can you send me the slippy of it?
It's the first slippy I sent, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you did send 3. Sorry, I only saw 2.
Yeah.
Okay, did you want to finish this game and then watch that, or did you want to just watch the Ganon one?
Depending on how much time we have.
I don't mind going a little bit over. I went a bit over with Rich's earlier, so we can watch both.
Okay.
Okay.
Stupid down there again. I'll stop doing this.
Yeah. This was another one where I think up airing was probably better than back airing. So you see how if you up air him here, especially if you up air on the right of Moth, then he either has to go straight up or he has to go to the left off stage, right?
Yeah.
And that would be a short hop up air. Whereas when you do this back air, even if it hits, he just ends up over here and then falls to the ledge, right? And then you don't get anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so just sort of maximizing your punishes. Nice. Yeah, so this is a pretty important situation as well. Anytime someone's close enough like this with their double jump, it's always a read on whether you think how you think they'll use their double jump and whether they'll use it. A lot of moths like to do double jump fair when they're coming back here, right? I don't know if you've seen.
Yeah.
Or they'll do a side B. Yeah, so again, you can do the backflip back airs. They're really good here because they sort of contort your body around his hitbox, and then you can back air him. Or if you're thinking he's going to try and fall to the ledge, then you can do run off shine or run off double jump down air, or even just sniping the ledge from him with a wave dash back. Or even if he's falling at this height as well, you can laser him and then try to laser F tilt or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, just keeping that in mind when you have him like quite close to the ledge.
Yeah, I tried to take ledge and then he just.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's just something to keep in mind.
Okay. How did I even get grabbed there?
You just run up and did it.
Yeah, he does this thing a lot. He just runs and then he does like just run like that and then it shields.
Yeah.
And then he just usually just grab out of it. But,
Again, I
it's kind
think
of annoying.
doing more of those like backflip back airs is really good versus that. It just like jumps over him moving forward, especially if he tries to like down tilt or forward smash as well. It can hit him as well.
Yeah.
It's just like a really good walling tool to do, and especially because he's at 130, like you do there, right? It just kills him.
Yeah.
And then obviously you can do the down airs in place as well.
That looks so funny.
Okay. Yes, this is one again where you just want to sort of set up lasers outside of his threat range. So if you try and imagine his like drift forward air here, right? You just want a laser from just outside of that, and then you just go over and pressure him after the laser hits. That was another one where you tried to shine wave dash. Again, just like double shine or shine wave dash away is really good. Yeah, you needed to tech chase there instead of combo off of the down air. But it was pretty tricky to see, to be fair.
It looks so funny how I just like I saw the shield, I evacuated the platform.
Nice tomahawk. Nice. Yeah, see you back at him coming down, and you get an edge guard. Whenever I hit someone off stage as well, I always do like once I hit the ground, I always wave dash towards them because it lets me move quite fast towards them, and I can see what they're doing while I'm wave dashing. Whereas you do this sort of like dash dance sequence, and it actually lets him fall low enough that it's hard to hit him anymore. Whereas if you'd have done the wave dash, like he'd be falling down here, you'd be over here, and you can threaten like forward tilt or something.
Yeah, that's actually like an interesting thought, I guess, because you said you wave dash forward and then you look at them.
Yeah, as I'm wave dashing.
Yeah, that's kind of neat because I can just like wave dash forward to like threaten that I'm coming in, but there's nothing I can do because I'm in wave dash lag, so I can just look at them.
Yeah.
Try to react.
It's also good off of some sense as well, where like, say you late aerial someone, and you wave dash. A lot of the time they try to like arms attack, and because you're wave dashing towards them, you have time to catch up to them and like down smash them or down tilt or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's a good like hit confirm as well, because sometimes you can get like a nair on Fox and then wave dash towards him, and if he DIs in, you can down air him, and if he DIs out, then you just know to transition to an edge guard instead. It's just really good because it's Falco's fastest way to move towards his opponent, and obviously, like you said, it gives you time to look at them and decide what to do. So yeah, you always want to be like preemptively moving towards your opponent after you hit them off.
Yeah, that's interesting because I don't feel like I react enough, or I put my could have killed him there.
Yeah,
or like I don't react enough, or I don't like put myself in situations where I'm trying to like just react.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is another one where I felt like you were quite sloppy in grabbing the ledge. You do like full up and then you roll and then you try to short hop, and it just all looks a bit wonky. So I think the sequence of practice would probably just be to do shine turn around wave dash back is probably the easiest, or like the most applicable one. Just because it's quite fast.
What if I do like a dash dance, then just like wave dash back to the ledge?
Yeah.
As I'm turning around to the dash back.
Yeah, you can do that as well.
I'm used to that, I think.
Okay. Yeah, so like how it would go here is like you hit the nair, and then you know you're not gonna be able to combo because he's at 100, right? So then you just land and then do the dash dance thingy. I think he maybe tried to set up Moth Killer and then realized he had his jumps, then he didn't want to do it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why I double jumped there, bro.
Well, it was just risky to grab the ledge because you could have mistimed it. But yeah, just knowing that like Moth Killer isn't on the board here.
So that's messed on reaction.
Yeah. If you want to not like test your reaction here, you can just do the back air as well. And even if you're late, it's still really good on shield and sets up for like another one of these scenarios. So just something to keep in mind. Yeah, like you nearly had it there. Yeah, that's another one where you tried to dash towards him again. I wonder if you tried to dash jump. I think you tried to dash jump JC grab.
Yeah.
Looking at the frames.
That's too quick.
But yeah, so this was one where you were too far away off of your laser. So anytime you have to like dash towards them after your laser, it's not a true combo anymore. Like say you go for like laser dash jump cancel grab. He has time to grab you before you can grab him. Whereas if you land right on top of him and just do laser grab, like standing grab, then that's when it true combos. So you got to be really careful going for grabs at this range. You know, Moth can grab you, Peach can down smash you, Fox can shine you. Like all sorts of bad stuff can happen. So it's really important to pay attention to the ranges. So at this range, you got to think it's more of a mix-up instead of like I just get a free hit, right?
So actually, like probably just most likely just dash back here and then do something.
Yeah, dash back, or you could forward tilt as well if you think you'll try and grab. That's good.
Oh, yeah, I never go for a laser forward tilt actually.
Yeah, especially at this range and especially at this percent, it's really good because it sets him up for an edge guard and it's really safe. Yeah, this is one where you could have slid off as well.
Yeah, because he did the up tilt like in the opposite way, so I could have just.
Yeah, and on this up air, you can either slide off or you could just hold down on both sticks and tech as well. Because he does the up air quite badly because he's drifting away, so that means he can't combo off of it if you tech.
That's what I've been saying. He always just like hits and then drifts away just in case.
Yeah.
Stay safe. He's mainly an ultimate player, by the way.
Okay, fair.
So, like he's been playing melee for a long time, but he's mainly an ultimate player.
Yeah. Okay, fair. Yeah. So I think here you wanted to do like full hop lasers, just attack on some more percent, and it also makes his drift worse, right? Because he has to start drifting again every time you hit him with a laser. And it just makes this edge guard a bit easier because now it's like kind of tricky because like he's got all these jump mix-ups. I think it can be pretty good to go for like a double jump bear here, like rising from ledge, and that can sometimes clip them. Especially with this one he did. I think it would have hit him. And then this is a perfect example of where the backflip would have been really good because you backflip over his up B and then grab the ledge.
Yeah. But
you walked first and then down smash. And you could have also just CC down smashed him as well. Instead of trying to space around it. So yeah, you just get up and then hold down and then down smash once it like just crouch cancel down smash it.
Yeah, I shouldn't have walked.
Yeah. And this is just another one.
Yeah, he grabbed me after the shine.
Yeah. Beating shield grab with shine rising aerial is like frame perfect. So I think it's pretty.
Double shine.
I think shine wave dash away is the play here.
Oh right, yeah, that makes sense. Wave dash away and then
hit him for grabbing. Much. Yeah.
I see people doing that.
Like, yeah. Yeah, it's just like shine rising aerial to beat grab is pretty inconsistent. I think like obviously it's possible because it's frame perfect, but I wouldn't like rely on that for beating shield grab. You know.
Yeah.
If I wanted consistent ways to beat it, I would be thinking wave dash away or double shine or shine grab would be the three.
Okay. No, that makes.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, that was Pod.
Yeah, that's
I
unfortunate.
tried the double laser.
Yeah.
I tried the double laser and then
Yeah,
yeah,
die.
I missed him.
Okay. Yeah, we can watch the Ganon one quickly then. Um,
Yeah,
do you have
we can
a?
skip through most of the Ganon one because it's not interesting until the end. Because it's like the way the game went. This is like one of the tilting games that I
Mhm.
had. Even though I won this game, I just felt like I just don't want to play. Uh, is I was like playing really well for the most of the game, like super big lead, and then he kind of slowed the game down and started taking stocks, and like he made like a pretty good comeback. But then I just like kind of barely won at the end. But
Hmm.
the way the game like goes, it's like impossible for me to lose. But it was like closer than I wanted. Oh wait, it was not this game. It was the FD game.
Okay.
But this game was also cool. I guess. I don't know.
1, 2, 3. This is the only Ganon one you sent me.
Okay, we can look over that one, this one, because like the FD one was just him like making a comeback and like just playing really slow and annoying.
Hmm.
But okay, this one's probably better.
Okay.
I think he wins this one.
Do you do you have a good idea of like what Ganon's strengths and weaknesses are as a character?
Okay,
Do you
how
think?
I think of
Or
it is as a character, like I don't know, I guess he's like slow, and he's like um he doesn't have too many um like safe fast hitboxes.
yep.
Like he has safe hitboxes, but they're all slow. They kind of start slow. Like it's fair. Like I can like just look at him and react to it as rising aerial him or whatever.
Yeah.
And uh like his dash is bad. Like he can't like dash out of lasers. He can't like he always has to jump. All his mix-ups are like some auto cancel bear or like he just double jumps auto cancel bear into like F tilt or jab or whatever.
Yeah.
And uh F tilt and jab aren't even safe on shield.
Yeah.
Uh Jab is more safe because I have to be like kind of frame perfect out of shield if I want to hit it if he's spaced. Like I can down air it, but I have to be like pretty frame perfect.
Yeah.
So I just don't really. Uh, and out of lasers, all he does is like jab and F tilt usually. Like he just jabs out of laser stun a lot. And then I tried to do like a mini dash back, just like a micro dash back. Then I dash in
Yeah.
to whiff punish like the jab. Uh, like same way you'd whiff punish a like Marth taking a laser in the air and then forward airing immediately with the
Yeah.
laser
Yeah.
coming down. So it's just like a mini dash back and then I come in. I had to like that's all I did against him. Laser mini dash back come in. Laser mini dash back come in because
Yeah.
I don't know.
That
Like
sounds
you
good.
can look. You can look at it.
No, it sounds like you have a pretty good idea of like how you should be playing the matchup. Then, um,
Yeah.
all I will say is that
I still lose to this guy. It's kind of annoying.
I was gonna say, so you touched on how he's like quite slow startup, but he has range.
Yes.
And yeah, with finishing that is really important. But what's also important is trying to hit him before he gets his moves out as well.
Mm.
And that's the other side of the coin because the style you described the like um, you said you struggle with sounds a lot like he was just sort of playing outside your range a lot and just throwing out attacks, and it felt
Mm.
hard to get in. I'm guessing.
Yeah. He whiffs a lot and he just like throws out a lot of like F tilts. Like he'd sit there and just throw out three F tilts, and I'm just like sitting there and I can't like if I'm like not at CC%, I just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I find it different to do like whiff punish stuff like that. But
So
I don't know.
so yeah. So like one of the important things with scanning is setting up your initial like positioning so that you're in a spot where you can hit him before he throws out his move with like dash jump nair or jump shine or grabs or stuff like that. Um,
Mhm.
so one of the problems could be, and I guess we'll see, is like where you're spacing yourself originally.
Mhm.
Because yeah, if you're only trying to whiff punish him, you sort of leave yourself open to some mix-ups with like, does he jab, does he F tilt, does he dash back, does he shield, you know?
Yeah,
Whereas,
he never dashes back. Like sometimes he's in the air and then he takes the laser, and then he just wavelines away.
Yeah.
Like it's instantly. Like if he's like really close to the ground, he just does like a waveline away sometimes. And a lot of the times, if I during like laser pressure, he jumps in between, and then I go
Yep.
for like a down air, and then he's not
Jumps
knocked
over
down,
it.
then it just cancels, and
Yeah.
then he grabs me.
Yeah.
Like shit like that
Huh.
happens a lot.
Nice. It's already good. Yeah, so this is a classic one where, like, I think here a lot of the time it's really good to just go over and hit him again instead of trying to dash outside his range. Because, like, you can just nair him out of his jump, right? And it's not like he can forward air you out of this or whatever. And you're also outside of his F tilt range. So he can't really hit you, but you can hit him. So this, when I'm at this sort of position and we're both, like, I think he was in a bit of lag actually, I'll be looking to constantly try and go over and hit him before he can get his big hitboxes out. And then occasionally throw in like waiting like you are here to wait out like a roll or something. Nice.
And he shield drops a lot, so it's like a big
this is just a random one versus every character. A lot of the time it's really good if you don't have a true combo to just read the jump here, because like every character's gonna, or a lot of people are gonna try and jump here, so you could just do like dash back bear and then you've bared him out of his jump and he's probably dead. Whereas if you try to go for this combo, sometimes they get out of it and then they can reversal you like here, right?
Yeah.
And he stomps. Yep. I think this is an up air, right? Go back and watch it shine.
Just try to double shine.
Yeah, I think you just messed up the execution if you did want to double shine, because you jumped backwards. But yeah, I think you could have recognized you messed up the jump slightly and done up air instead. But yeah, just a random thing. And again, this is something you can practice as well. Like practice your shine off the top setups, right? Because it can be tricky to cover some DIs sometimes. This is another one where I think it's good to just hit him on the way down as well. Like, because you're at 38 and he's at 114. If you trade, it's good for you. And he's not got his double jump either. So if you just full hop bear him, or like do what we were saying before, you've got your back turned, and bear him. At worst it trades, and then, you know, you probably get an edge guard. Or at least have him on the ledge. Like here, right?
Yeah.
That should probably be a kill. So a good flowchart you can do versus Ganon and Falcon is you can stand by the ledge, and then when they up B, you can down air, and then you dash back afterwards, and if they tech, you get outside of the range of the up B, and then you can hit wherever they go.
Okay, so like a down air, then just dash back.
Yeah, immediately after. And then
what if I feel like this guy does something that avoids my down air sometimes, where I think he just reverse up B's sometimes.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. What do I do with that?
Yeah, so if you I might be able to get up on my screen actually. So we need to look at the up B animation. Is the best way to describe this. Ganon. Okay, I think, can you see this?
Yeah, I can see this.
Yeah, so right here, you see how he like his legs are poking towards the stage. So imagine he was like trying to grab the ledge. He sort of like sticks his legs and his arm out. So you need to like time the down air slightly later than you think to catch it. I think I might. There's a better video example I can get. It's versus Falcon, but
Interesting concept.
yeah, because they have the same like up B animation.
Yeah.
I think I have it saved.
I'm like horrible at edge guarding this guy. I keep like.
Yeah, this will definitely help because it's just a free edge guard once you learn how to do this. Yeah. Yeah, this is from Trillium's combo video, I think. But yeah, so you see how none does the reverse up B?
Yeah.
Right here. And you see how he sticks his like arm out and his leg out?
Yeah, he kind of hit his leg, yeah, as it went, as he was like
flipping round. Yeah, so you need to sort of aim the down air so that it hits as his legs stick back around.
Okay, that's kind of like a bit late down air, I guess.
Yeah, it just needs to be a bit later than you think, and you can sort of do the down air and then fast fall it if you were too slow as well, which can also help to confirm it. But yeah, like, this should just be a free kill every time. And then okay, you clean that one up anyway, so that's fine. But yeah, if they just drop low, then you can just grab the ledge as well.
Can you like tell me stuff to do when people on the Angel platform? Like, yeah, I feel like I get hit a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, there's probably gonna be like some mix-ups that I just don't know about. Like,
yeah.
I get hit a lot of the time.
So first of all, it depends on the character which side of them you want to be on. So for example, versus Peach, you want to be on her backside, right? Because you don't want to get forward aired. But then versus Ganon, you might. It depends actually, because his forward air is stronger. But versus Fox, for example, you'd want to be on his front side, right? Because you don't want to get back aired. Does that make sense? Yeah. So that's the first thing to consider, is which side of them, depending on the character matchup. And then with these slower, floatier characters, a lot of the time you can just sort of like maneuver around them. You know, use full hop. You can do full hop side B on some of the stages. You can try and like wave dash through them. You can run towards them and then roll backwards. The big thing with like floaty and slow characters is they have to make a really hard read on like where you're gonna go and like throw out an attack to hit you. So like with this one with Ganon, right? He hard reads you jumping with like this up air. But imagine you just did like dash forward and then roll backwards. Like he's just whiffing up air over here as you're over here, and then you're out, right? Because he's so slow.
Yeah.
So you just want to have a lot of layers for like when you're with your movement patterns. If you watch PP, he's probably the best one to watch for it because it's very clear like how he maneuvers around his opponent. He just uses a lot of like he'll be on the ground and then he'll like wave dash through them or wave dash back, or he'll do like full hop and then he'll fast fall, or he'll do full hop and then double jump and then fast fall.
Yeah. I like the full hop stuff. I see Mango do it as well. Like I saw him do it on Leffen, where he just full hops and then double jumps, then Leffen tries to catch him with like an up air, but then he whips.
It's out of the way.
And then he gets zeroed to death after that. Like that.
But yeah, versus the slow characters, you can just move around on the ground a lot of the time as well, because Ganon's quite slow, right? And he's probably a bit better at covering jumps than he is at covering the ground, just because up air is really big. And yeah, you can also go to the ledge as well if your ledge stores and stuff are good. Going to the platforms and light shielding is also good. Especially versus Ganon, because his only multi-hit move is Nair, right?
Yeah, and he actually uses it. If I'm like near the edge, he'll do Nair to push me off and then hit me with the other.
Yeah, so you want to try and do the light shield towards the center of the stage, toward the center of the platform.
Like I aim my shield towards the center of the stage.
No, you like position yourself in the center, like where the red bits are on here. And then if he hits you, you can also shield the eye as well, or you can even switch to a full shield, and then it won't push you off if you know he's going to do the Nair. And if he does push you off with it, there's always the mix-up between double jumping or fast falling off of the platform. So yeah, I think light shield can be really good in some matchups as well. And yeah, this is just unfortunate double jump.
Yeah, I thought I'd grab ledge or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. Ganon's pretty good off the ledge, so I wouldn't try doing this like space quite close to him stuff. I would just be lasering where you are now, and then just play the corner situation.
No impact land BS.
Yeah, exactly. If you're over here though, I don't think he's got anything he can hit you with that's like that you can't see coming, you know.
Mm.
And it's like Ganon in the corner, so he's like really slow. He doesn't have fast moves, so you can sort of like laser him and then wait for him to whiff something and then hit him, or you can go over and hit him before he throws out his attack. So I just think this position's really strong.
Yeah. When I play Ganon, I just roll there because his roll is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, if you're at that spacing where the lasers are, then you can cover the roll, right? Because you're at like the right distance.
Yeah, it's like
when you see someone fall up in the corner, especially Ganon as well, a lot of the time it's just better to dash down and wait for him to land and then go over and hit him instead of trying to like full hop at him. Just because like here, like he ends up getting in a better position, right? Okay. Yeah, doing that laser nair is amazing with Ganon as well, because he doesn't have like Moth to take laser fair, right?
yeah.
Especially if you're shooting the high lasers that catch him coming down, like you sort of did here, but it could have been a bit higher. So you get like laser nair here, and then you can combo him because he's Ganon, right?
Yeah. He does. He sometimes there he just does like a immediate waveland back out of the laser.
Yeah, but if you're close enough with it, like you are here, then the laser just combos anyway.
Yeah.
And you can't get out of the way of it. And even if he does, like it's a nair on his shield that's safe for the grabs, so it's not that bad anyway. Yeah. And then here, I think the big mistake was that you moved too far forward. As soon as he commits to the jump, he doesn't have much of a threat range, right? Because he can only double jump, and his aerial drift's kind of bad. So what you want to do is sort of space outside of his range, and then I'd laser him coming down or wait for him to land, and then go over and hit him. You don't really want to try and fight with this back air, because back air's huge, right?
Yeah, and even like on shield, it's like 0 on shield or something.
Yeah.
Like it's literally like 0 on shield. I can't do anything out of shield against it.
Yeah, so it's just better to let him do it and then hit him after where he's really shit because he's Ganon. So then, what was the other thing I wanted to say? Yeah, so a lot of the time with Ganon as well, you want to be nairing instead of down airing. Just because it sets up combos better, and again, like this jump stuff you were saying won't happen either.
Yeah.
This just goes back to what I was saying with Moth, right, about just not doing down airs below, before they like knock down and before they combo. I think also a lot of the time, like you messed up the combo, right? So you need to be looking for back airs or up airs instead of down air, because you want to be shocking him.
That's an important thing. Like if I miss the combo, I should like stop combo and just do juggle.
Yeah, exactly. Especially versus Ganon as well, he's really bad at coming down. So if you hit him into the air, you get a big combo anyway. You could have poked his feet here as well with back air.
Yeah, probably.
Which is
I
important.
think I was trying up to
Yeah.
for him to do something.
Yeah, this is all good how you're spacing here. You see how he just went outside of his range and then you hit him, and it's like, again, if you ned, then you probably get a better combo here.
Yeah,
so
this time he drifted back. The second fair.
Yeah,
he drifted back this time a bit, and then I don't know what he tried to do.
And then he dashed back shields. So this is one where the shooting the laser outside of his range is good, right? Because he doesn't get to drift, and it gives you extra time to set up into like a laser nair, or go and late aerial his shield or approaching laser.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. He doesn't get to drift.
Yeah, and then you just unfortunate phantom. So if you basically the rule is like, if you're positioned really well, then going for the whiff punish with down air or nair is fine. But if you're not, then just lasering him and then doing something after that is a good go-to. Yeah, bit of a ambitious edge guard. Yeah, you actually do the wave dash there. You like hit him off and then you wave dash towards the ledge. So then during your wave dash you want to be looking at him, see up Bs, and then I'd probably be looking for like, turn my back and back air him or full hop down at him. Fair enough.
He tried to win it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think how you played it here was fine. So you do dash and shield, and then you wave dash back, and he tries to read you jumping. And then you're out now, right? So an important thing to remember as well when you're doing this invincibility stuff is knowing like when you're out of the situation and when it resets to neutral. So as soon as he jumps and you wave dash, you should be thinking, right, I'm out, I'm back to neutral. Because you should have like a clock in your head, right, of like when the invincibility is going to run out.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like sort of intuitive to you, like how long they
I
have.
never thought about it, but it's probably just like something like this happens, I guess.
Yeah, you just get a feel for like when they're running out of it.
Yeah.
So then now I'd be thinking, right, he's jumping, so I can just laser him and then just pressure him or laser him again or whatever. But instead you dash dance for a bit longer because you think that he's still, you're still in this invincibility mix-up. Yeah. Yeah, so this is another one where I think you're a bit too far away for the down air, so the laser would have been better. Because he could have dashed back and hit you, right?
Yeah, he could have jabbed. He missed his turnaround.
Yeah.
He just missed his turnaround.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying before about your initial positioning when you go over to hit him. And if you're too far away, you just want to laser instead. Because he can't hit you, right? So it's very little risk. This is another one where I think you go for a sort of... Yeah. So you don't have a true combo here. What PP actually does here is he falls down with a net, and then that pushes them up, and then he gets a juggle, which is pretty good. Instead of the laser where he gets to sort of get out of hit stun and then he reversals you.
Yeah.
So that can be good to try out. But yeah, anytime you get a shine on a floaty and they DI like this, you should be thinking this isn't a combo, this is a juggle again, like we were saying. Yeah, this one, I think you were just trying to fight him in a bad position. So here, you've got all of your bad hitboxes in front of you, like forward air, right? Whereas he's got all those amazing ones like back air and up air available to him. So here I'll be thinking I want to try and reposition instead of try and hit him. But you try and drop down and just put yourself right into his firing line.
So should I have jump back laser, just backflip?
Yeah, it can work. It's just a bit risky if he dash short of forward airs. Full hop's really good here. You're only at 36, and you have all those double jump mix-ups we were talking about and fast fall mix-ups. You can wave dash on the platform as well. Can be good. You can also just shield and wait for the attack to hit you and then go from there. This is one where, again, I think just hitting him off stage is probably better. Strong back air, and then maybe you can get strong back air down air. Or set up for an edge guard. Okay. I think you could have maybe forward aired him off of the laser. But if you can't get a combo off of the laser, then the next best thing to do is just to dash dance and wait for him to whiff this, and then go over and hit him, right?
Yeah, it was just whiffed in there, and then I could have just landed on.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck.
Code.
Yeah. The killer of stocks.
It's so hard to double laser with my...
Yeah.
I have to delay it.
Yeah. Okay. So again, I think being a bit further away is better. And then you hit this, and then... This is one where I think he didn't really want to grab the ledge. Because he's not close enough to double jump to the ledge, so you can just kind of laser him falling down. And then he's forced to be in a really bad spot, and then you can go for that flowchart we were on about, right?
Oh yeah, down arrow, then dash back, and then look at him. I'll try to do that.
Yeah, it's really good. Or another one you can do here as well. This is another setup I do versus Falcon and Ganon. Is once I bear them like this, I roll to the ledge, and then I walk forward a tiny bit, and then I can threaten short hop double jump back here when he tries to do this double jump. The roll back and then walk forward just gives me a consistent spacing that I'm always at, so I know exactly what I can and can't cover. And then once you got hit by this up B as well, you still could have got the kill. So it doesn't knock you down. I don't know the percent for Ganon, but for Falcon it takes like until like 20% or something. So then after this hits, you can just dash over and down air him. Like dash short up down air.
I try to do that, and there's a lot of instances where he does like this weird air dodge,
Yeah.
and he avoids my thing, and then he just grabs ledge.
Yeah.
And then I've been like doing something else from that. I get hit here, and then I wait for the air dodge, and I hit him.
Okay. Yeah, so you can...
I try to do a turn around back air, I think.
Yeah. I think that's fine too. You can also just laser as well, because you know he's going to drift to the ledge, right? And then if he gets hit by the laser, you have tilt, and if he doesn't, then hit him anyway. Nice. Yeah, so that was another one where the down air can work. Either you can do the down air if you grabbed ledge sooner, because you know he's going to warlock kick, or whatever it's called. So if you'd have done like the dash down swerve dash to ledge, and then you could have dropped down shine bared him once he does this double jump. If you can visualize that. Yeah, so this is one where again he's in range to double jump to the ledge, so that means it's a mix up, right? About reading him double jumping to stage or going to ledge. Another thing you can do.
He's like 80%, 85% of the time he's gonna go to ledge.
Okay.
Should I just like drop down like double jump down air from?
Yeah. Run off shine's also really good as well. So you do run off shine, and then you can either go for a shine aerial, or you can go back to the stage and then try and hit him afterward. And that's just a bit safer because you don't waste your double jump.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then also on this, a lot of the time you can preempt them doing Falcon Kick or Wizard's Foot, is it called? I forget. Anyway, down B, by just like full hopping out there preemptively and then double jump back airing it once you see it. Because Falcon's full up is really high, so you do have, you can hit those. And then this is just another one of those rolls in. Again, just like lasering in place or dash dancing is just really hard for Ganon to deal with. Because he's just...
I tried to commit to a laser
grab. Yeah. But again, it was one of those ones, we talked about with Moth, where like you had to dash for it, so it gives him lots of time to move out of the way. Which is what happens here. Nice. Yeah. Again, doing that roll setup I think we're good, because then you can full hop and double jump back air. Otherwise, short hopping backwards and then back airing, and then double jump back airing could be good as well. Or again, lasering, like getting here and then lasering, and if you drop slow, you can do this like run off shine or off dribble down it. Can't believe that hit. Okay.
His hurt box is too big.
Yeah, so this is one way you could have probably jumped over him. Once you created this space here after the wave dash. If you did wave dash back and then dash full hop over him, I think you would have avoided this forward air and then, you get out for free. Or you can even do run up shield and then roll through him. That can be good as well. But yeah, it's just amazing. Like, you just lost the mix up there, that's all that was. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I was trying to do the jab wave punish thingy.
Yeah. One thing you can do sometimes, because jab's pretty hard to whiff punish as well, is you can just like wait in place here, and then dash in with the down air. It's just it gives you a bit more control over when you go in with the down air by just like waiting a few frames. I don't think it would have worked here, but just something to keep in mind. It's especially good when like you're in the corner, so you don't have space to dash back. So you just wait a few frames and then do the down air. Just gonna be really good. You lasered into him. Again, just like trying to go over to hit Ganon when he's in the air just isn't really good unless you're super close to him already and you're gonna stuff him out of his jump.
Yeah, should have probably just like lasered in place, right?
Yeah, exactly, and then you would have got a big opening here, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we got some useful stuff out of that then.
Yeah. for sure.
Did you have any more questions about like either matchup?
Um, thinking. A few more questions. Yeah, I think I got like the idea of what to
Mm-hmm.
do. I guess like what to do better. I think a common theme in both matchups is I'm not standing out of range when they're in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I get clipped a lot by moving in, or
Yeah.
I'm not. So I should like probably think of threat ranges better.
Yeah, yeah. Just try and imagine like their like bubble they control right with their hitboxes. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, in general, honestly, just thoughts on like this is me watching you play for the first time. It does feel um like your opponents aren't really beating you in neutral. It's more so that you're messing up once you have an advantage, and they're just like reversaling you. Um,
Yeah, that happens a lot, I guess. Like I get reversals. My punish game is not strong
yeah,
because I'm not juggling properly. Like,
and like we said, you're like overextending sometimes as well for
mm,
combos. But yeah, no, that it's actually quite it's quite good in a way because once you figure out like how to play that advantage state a lot better, like you're already doing the hard part of getting the openings. So once you
mm,
fix like not getting reversaled as much, then it goes from like them getting all these cheese openings and kind of like reversing you and killing you to like you just three stocking them because they're never winning neutral and never
mm.
down throw down tilting
Yeah,
you or whatever.
yeah. It's actually like funny because I rewatch like a lot of the replays, and a lot of the games I lose, I have like twice as much neutral openings
Yeah,
as
yeah,
them, and then it's like there's one game like the FD game that I didn't send it, but that
yeah.
FD game, like all the stats looked so funny. Like it's like I'm just like I'm looking at it and I have like 20 neutral wins and he has 8 and it's 25-3
Yep.
and like I won but it's like barely and there's like the action stat was the funniest like
Yeah.
and it says rolls wavelands dash dances or wave dashes no it was like wave dashes wavelands and dash dances and he had like 9 wavelands 0 dash dances. That's it.
Yeah.
And then I had like 78 dash dances. And all I'm trying to do is like trying to whip punish him or something.
Yeah.
It just looks so funny, but I just hate that the games are close.
Yeah.
And
But I
yeah,
mean, that
I,
should be like your main focus then. And once you do fix it, I think it should feel like pretty rewarding that you're not getting gimmicked anymore, and you're just you're playing up to your potential. It feels like, right?
so I guess yeah, I'll start probably practice more, try to work on punish game, less execution errors, and yeah, the punish game part was like pretty big, I guess, because even like against Marth, I was getting openings and I didn't get anything out of it. Like the down airs at like high-ish percents, like 70-90%. I get down
Yeah.
air and I get nothing out of it.
Yeah. It definitely looked a lot better versus Ganon, from what I saw. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah. Okay. Um, right. I think that's it then. Unless there's
Yeah.
anything else. Yeah.
We're good, I think. What like the notes? Are you just gonna write them later, or should I just like?
Yeah, so usually I upload these to Patreon and then I put the lesson notes within the Patreon description.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's cool.
I'll probably upload that tomorrow because it's getting late here.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
but yeah,
That's cool.
cool. All right, well, I'll see you in a
It's
bit
like
then.
it's like 3 a.m. over here. I'm probably asleep as well.
Yeah, it's like midnight here. Now I've work.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
But anyway, yeah. Thanks a lot. It's appreciated.
Yeah, no
I feel
problem.
like helped me a lot.
Sick.
See things.
Okay,
Anyways, thanks.
cool. All right, I'll see you in a bit then, dude.
Yeah. Bye.